They see what others miss. They invest when others fear. These are the world's richest investors, and their secrets could change how you see money forever. They've built empires, shaped industries, and navigated the chaotic waves of the market with a clarity that seems almost superhuman. But what if I told you that their strategies, their mindsets, aren't locked away in some impenetrable vault? What if their secrets were accessible to anyone willing to listen? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the legends of finance. From the patient wisdom of Warren Buffett to the futuristic vision of Cathie Wood, we're decoding the principles that turned ordinary people into financial titans. Forget get-rich-quick schemes. This is about timeless wisdom, a deep understanding of how the world works, and the courage to act on it. Get ready, because what you're about to learn could be the first step on your own path to financial freedom. Let's start with a name that's synonymous with wealth itself: Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. His story isn't one of flashy trades or high-frequency algorithms. It's a story of profound simplicity and unwavering patience. Buffett built his multi-billion-dollar empire, Berkshire Hathaway, by sticking to a philosophy that many find too boring, yet few can argue with its results. He looks for great companies, businesses with a durable competitive advantage, what he calls a moat, and he buys them at a fair price. But here's the real secret, the part most people miss: he holds them forever, if possible. While the world is panicking over daily market fluctuations, Buffett is calmly reading annual reports. He famously said, "Our favorite holding period is forever." This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's the core of his strategy. He invests in businesses, not just stocks. He understands that real value creation takes time. It's about letting the power of compounding work its magic over decades, not days. Buffett's rule is simple to understand, but requires immense discipline to follow. Buy great businesses and let time do the heavy lifting. He teaches us that patience isn't just a virtue in investing. It's the ultimate competitive advantage. Now, let's shift from the master of value to a master of systems. Ray Dalio. As the founder of Bridgewater Associates, the world's largest hedge fund, Dalio approaches the market not as a gambler, but as an engineer. He believes that the economy isn't a random, unpredictable beast. Instead, it's a machine, a series of interconnected systems that operate according to timeless and universal principles. His secret? Systems thinking. Dalio spent decades studying economic history, identifying patterns of debt cycles, productivity, and human psychology that have repeated for centuries. He codified these patterns into principles, creating a framework to understand where we are in the economic cycle and what is likely to happen next. He doesn't just react to headlines, he understands the underlying machine driving them. Dalio's famous mantra is, "Pain plus reflection equals progress." He meticulously studies his mistakes to refine his models and decision-making processes. For him, understanding the economic cycles, the long-term debt cycle, the short-term business cycle, is like a doctor understanding the human body. It allows you to diagnose problems, anticipate future conditions, and make informed decisions. Dalio's secret isn't about predicting the future with a crystal ball. It's about understanding the cause and effect relationships that shape our economic reality. From the master of cycles, we turn to the champion of the future, Cathie Wood. The founder of ARK Invest, Wood has become a symbol of a new era of investing. While others are focused on today's balance sheets, she's looking at the world 10 years from now. She invests in disruptive innovation, technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, genomic sequencing, and blockchain that are poised to change the very fabric of our society. Her secret? The courage to go against the crowd and bet on a future that most people can't yet see. Wood and her team don't just follow trends, they try to identify the S-curves of technology adoption before they go mainstream. This means investing in companies that are often unprofitable, misunderstood, and dismissed by traditional Wall Street analysts. It requires a different kind of research, one that focuses on technological possibilities and market potential rather than just past performance. This approach is volatile and not for the faint of heart, but Cathie Wood, RS philosophy is clear. The biggest returns don't come from investing in the past. They come from having the vision and conviction to invest in the future, even when it feels uncomfortable. Her rule is a challenge to us all. Have the courage to invest in tomorrow. Next up is an investor who brought Wall Street wisdom to Main Street, Peter Lynch. As the manager of the Magellan Fund at Fidelity, he achieved a legendary 29% average annual return over 13 years, and his secret is perhaps the most accessible of all. Invest in what you know. Lynch championed the idea that the average person has a hidden advantage over the professionals. Where? In their everyday lives. He famously taught that you could find the next big stock by simply paying attention at the shopping mall, in the office, or even in your own kitchen. Did you notice a new store that's always packed? A new product your kids can't get enough of? That's your research starting point. Lynch called this local knowledge. He believed that if you understand a company's product, love its service, and see its growth firsthand, you're already ahead of many analysts who are just looking at spreadsheets. Of course, this was just the first step. He still did his homework on the company's financials and growth prospects. But his core philosophy demystified investing. It wasn't some esoteric science. It was about using your own expertise as a consumer and a professional. Peter Lynch's secret is a powerful reminder. Your greatest investment edge might be right in front of your eyes. Now let us talk about a figure who transcends the label of investor and operates on a planetary scale, Elon Musk. While not a traditional fund manager, Musk is one of the boldest investors of our time, not just with his money, but with his entire life's work. He doesn't just buy stocks in innovative companies, he builds them from the ground up. SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, these are not safe bets. They are audacious wagers on seemingly impossible futures, making humanity a multi-planetary species, accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy and merging the human brain with AI. His secret? An almost unfathomable tolerance for risk, driven by a profound sense of mission. Musk doesn't calculate risk in terms of quarterly earnings. He calculates it against the backdrop of existential threats and opportunities for humanity. He reinvests nearly all of his wealth back into his ventures, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. He operates with a mindset that failure is an option, a necessary byproduct of innovation. For Musk, risk isn't something to be avoided. It's the price you pay for a shot at greatness. His rule is not for everyone, but it is a powerful testament to the idea that the greatest rewards often lie on the other side of the greatest risks. So, we've looked at the patient master, the systems thinker, the visionary, the everyday genius, and the ultimate risk taker. Buffett, Dalio, Wood, Lynch, Musk. They all have different strategies, different personalities, and different ways of seeing the world. One looks for value in the present, another looks for disruption in the future. One studies history, another tries to write it. So what's the common thread? What is the real secret that ties them all together? It's not a formula or a single stock tip. It's a mindset. It is the ability to think for themselves and maintain a long-term vision in a world obsessed with short-term noise. It's the discipline to stick to their strategy, whether it's holding for decades or betting on a far-off technology. And most importantly, it's the courage to take action based on their convictions, even when the rest of the world is running in the opposite direction. Wealth, as they demonstrate, is not an accident. It's the outcome of a powerful combination. Patience to let your investments grow, vision to see what others miss, and action to turn that vision into reality. That is the true secret of the world's richest investors. You don't need to be a billionaire to apply these lessons. You can start today by cultivating your own long-term vision, by learning continuously, and by having the courage to invest in your own future. Learn from the world's richest and start your own path to financial freedom. Thank you for watching. If you found this valuable, please subscribe to Finance Discovery for more insights into the world of money and investing. We'll see you in the next video.